Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. This is Juliet of Julzzcloset, and if it's your first time joining us, you're highly welcome. Please do well to like, share and subscribe to my channel so that you won't miss out on any of my amazing tutorials. On today's episode, I'll be showing you how I went about the sewing of this beautiful turtle-neck BodyCon dress with front drapes. In my previous video before this one, I've already shown you how I went about the drafting and cutting of this pattern on our fabric. So do well to watch that video so that you can follow up with what I'm doing here. For the drapes or ruffles that we have in front of our dress, this is how I went about the cutting. So I placed my fabric on fold just like you see me doing. And the width that I'm working with is 13 inches. You can as well use a width wider than 13 inches, but this was the much fabric that I have. You can decide to use up to 16 inches. I marked this out across and I went ahead to cut it out. And for the length, I made use of 30 inches, and this is how I arrived at 30 inches. My hip measurement is 42 inches, and when divided by 2 is 21 inches. So instead of cutting out 21, I added extra 9-inch sewing allowance because we're trying to form a ruffle or a drape. We'll be needing extra fabric for it. So now that I've measured out this piece, I went ahead to split it open so that I'll have 2 pieces of this fabric. Now I'll proceed to form my drapes with the 2 pieces of fabric. I went ahead to fold each of the fabrics into 2, just like you see me doing, and I placed them side by side. Now I'm going to pick one side of each of this fabric and twist it around just like you see me doing. So watch carefully and see what I'm doing so that you'll be able to do the same. After forming this twist, you make sure that the right side of the fabric is facing upwards. So look carefully and do the same thing. Now this is what it looks like, and we'll be placing it directly on the front of our dress. I have the front of my dress spread out with the right side of the fabric facing upwards. So before the placement of my ruffles, I'm going to be marking out the point where I want it to start and also where I want it to end. So from the shoulder, I marked out 15 inches. This will serve as my starting point. And from that 15 inches mark that I have, I'll be going down by 12 to 13 inches. This is how full I want my ruffle to be. I also marked out the same thing that I have on one side on the other side. So you can just decide to go as high as you want and as low as you want with your ruffle. Now I went ahead to take my already twisted ruffle and placed it as you see me doing. I arranged and straightened it up by the sides just to match with the marks that we have. So the 2 ends of the ruffles are not going to go beyond the mark that we have by the side. So what I did is from the first point that I have, I'm going to start my pleating at that point, and I'll be doing this with the help of an office pin. So with that, you continue your pleating till you enter the second piece of fabric and also pleat it till you reach the end of the chalk line that we have. After then, I'll go ahead and do the same for the other side. The next thing I'll do is to secure this pleat with an office pin so that it will be easy to sew down on my sewing machine. So just watch what I'm doing and do the same, and while securing the pleat with your office pin, make sure you straighten this out as much as you can. And also make sure that the twisted part you have is resting on the middle point of your dress. I'll make it a okay. So wherever I get stuff, I'll be joining this one to continue to make it till I get to this one. So most this down here. And this one. So I'm going to stretch it. I'm going down. And this way. So this is where it's going to end. I want to set it for this other side. Once I was done forming the pleats with my office pin, I went ahead to sew it down on the sewing machine. After then, I'll be attaching the back of my dress to the front. Remember, we have 2 pieces of our back dress having a zipper allowance in between. but I won't be attaching a zip, so I'll just be closing up that part. So the first thing I'll do is to arrange this properly on my front piece, just like you see me doing. Then I'll go ahead and close up the back of the dress with the zip allowance that we have. After then, I'll join the shoulders together, and I'll move over to the sides of this dress and close it up with my 1.5 inch sewing allowance. I'll also remark the point that I had my knee length measurement at 17 inches, and from that point, when closing the side up, I'll use just 1 inch sewing allowance to close it up. For the neck of this dress, I'll be cutting out the band that I need for the turtleneck. So I'm just going to hold the center front and the center back just like you see me doing, then turn it sideways. From the center front, I'll be taking my measurement to the joining we have at the shoulder, and what I have is 4 inches. And from that joining we have at the shoulder, I'll take my measurement to the center back, and what I'm having is about 2.5 inches. Remember, the back measurement is stopping just before the allowance, so don't add your allowance to the measurement. I'll be drafting the band that we need for our turtleneck on this pattern paper, and the first thing I did was to draw out a straight line. And on the line, I drew out a midpoint. And I labeled both sides of the line, front and back. So from the midpoint, on the part I labeled front, I'll be marking out our 4 inches that we got for the front measurement of the neckline. Then on the back part, I'll be measuring out my 2.5 inches that I got for the back measurement. From this point that I have at the front part, I'll be going up by 1/2 inch, and from that 1/2 inch I'll measure out 1.25 inches. This is what I need for the neckband. I'll go ahead and connect those 2 points together in a slanted manner, since we want our turtleneck to be well fitted. And from this point we went up by 1/2 inch. I'll connect it to the midpoint that I have. From this point we have on the back of the neck, we're going to go up by 1/4 inch. Then from there we're going to measure out 1.25 inches, which is the width of the band. Then I'll also connect these points together in a slanted form. And from this point we have, I'll be measuring out 1.25 inches just to cover the top of our neckline. So you just measure it out like you see me doing and connect these points together. Now this is what our turtleneck band looks like, and I'll go ahead to cut this out. And remember, we're cutting this out on fold. To cut our turtleneck band out, I've placed my fabric on fold, and from that folded end I'll be placing the pattern just like you see me doing, and I'll go ahead and cut this out while adding 1/2 inch allowance around the band. So you can just secure this with an office pin so that it stays in place while you cut. While cutting this, I added an extra 1/2 inch at the back of my neckline just in case. Since I need 2 pieces of this neckband, I'll be placing another fabric on fold, then take the band that I have cut out and replicate it just to get a second piece. After cutting this out, you can just take your time to label it properly so that you don't get confused. You label the front parts, the back parts, the up and the down parts, just like you see me doing. Then I created a notch at the midpoint of this band. Before attaching the band to the neck of this dress, I'll have to create an opening at the back of this dress for ease, so that the dress can easily pass the head. From the joining and allowance at the back, I'll hold it and turn it to the sides just like you see me doing. Then I'm going to mark out the points that I need for this opening. From the neckline, the length of this opening will be 6 inches. I'll go ahead and mark it out, and the width is going to be half an inch. So from the midpoint where we have our sewing, I'll go ahead, place my tape and mark out half an inch. I'll go ahead and connect those 2 points together just like you see me doing. The next thing I'll do is to follow the mark that I have and cut it out. Turning this over, this is what the opening looks like at the back. And I'll be working on this V neckline we have at the back of the dress before attaching our band. I went ahead to hold the V-neck sideways just like you see me doing, to cut out fabric that I'll be using to sew it in, like to turn it in. So I placed it on another fabric and I cut out the shape that I was having there, just like you see me doing, so that I'll have something to turn the neck inside. So this is what I'll be using for the neck. Now I'm done cutting this out, and I have 2 pieces of this fabric, one for one side of the neck and one for the other side of the neck. So with this extra fabric that I've cut out, I went ahead to sew it to the V-neck that I have on my neck. So just follow the L-shaped pattern that you saw when we cut out and sew it down to the neck, then turn it over to the wrong side. So this was just how I went about the sewing of the V-neck. Then at that point where we had at our allowance, I'm just going to close it up to meet the other part. For the neckband, I've gone ahead to close up the top part of this neckband with my half-inch sewing allowance. And I also close the sides with 1-inch allowance. But before I close one of the sides, I'll have to attach the loop for our button. I've already created my button loop, so I'll just attach it like you see me doing. So just go ahead, fold it into 2, then with the folded parts inwards, you're going to place it like so, then go ahead and stitch down that part with half an inch. So this loop is just on one side, as the other side will just have your button. Once I was done with that, I created notches at the top part just to make it relax when I turn it to the right side. This is what it looks like, and I'll go ahead to iron this flatly to make it relax better. To attach this turtleneck band to our dress, we're going to locate the midpoint of our neck where we had a notch, and also create a notch at the midpoint of this band just like you see me doing. So at the point that I had a notch at the center front of my dress, I'll be placing the point I have the notch on my band just like you see me doing, and sew it round to meet the 2 ends. To sew in this band, how you place it is the right side of one part of your neckband facing the wrong side of the dress. With an office pin holding it in place, you go ahead and sew this down on your machine with your 1/2-inch sewing allowance. So this is what it looks like after attaching it. So as you can see, we've just attached one part of the band. For the second part of the band, you're just going to cover it up just like you see me doing, then fold it in with the 1/2-inch allowance around the neck, pin it down, and go ahead and stitch this on your sewing machine with that 1/2-inch sewing allowance. So just watch what I'm doing carefully and do the same on the neck with 1/2 inch. Sew it down to the neck to get to this part. So I just go ahead and hold it with office pins. Place this together and hold it down with pins. So after pinning it down like so, you take it to your sewing machine and close it up. Now I'm done attaching my turtleneck band, and this is what it looks like. Turning this to the right side, you can see the full fit of my turtleneck. So this is the front, and also you can see the back with our loop in place. And you can also see the v-neck at the back of this dress sitting properly. So you just go ahead and attach your button to the other part of the band and close it up with the loop. Once I'm done with that, the next thing I'll do now is to attach my sleeves to the armhole. So I opened up my sleeves and located the part meant for the front of the dress. Remember, we have the armhole part that will go to the front and the one that will go to the back. So I located it, and I'll be sewing it down on my sewing machine with 1/2 inch just to the two parts of our armhole. After that, at the end of our sleeve, I'll be hemming it in with my 1-inch sewing allowance. I'm done attaching my sleeves at the armhole part, and this is what it looks like on the front and the back part. I also went ahead to close up my sleeve with my 1-inch sewing allowance to meet the points where we have at the junction of the armhole. I went ahead to do the same for the other part of my sleeve, just the same way we closed it up and hemmed the end. For the full length of this dress, I'll be hemming that down part with my 1-inch sewing allowance. So just like you see me doing, I'll turn it in, go down to my sewing machine and stitch it up. And this is what the outcome of this beautiful dress looks like. And as you can see, it's well fitted. I hope you found this tutorial helpful and valuable. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel for more of these amazing tutorials. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.